your boy Wits Capone, back with another video. Man, that feels good to say, you get me? Because obviously man's been away for a whole 2 good weeks, you get me? Just reflecting, because when you go through things like depression, it's very hard to get out of certain habits, or should I say like certain lifestyles, do you get me? So obviously, as everybody knows, before I was very consistent when it came to uploading on my YouTube channel. But obviously, everybody that has depression knows how it's like. A lot of the time, it can come back. A lot of things can reoccur, like how you was feeling before. So obviously, it took me back to a place where I was previously before I started doing YouTube, innit? So even simple things as waking up, getting out of bed, I found that so hard to do. You get me? Not because I'm lazy or anything like that. It's just, you see, when you have depression, there's a lot of battles that you have with your mind. You get me? It's not even just the mind. It's also within the body. Because because of my depression, at times I have very bad, like, you get me, muscle aches, headaches. Even it gets to the point where sometimes it's not even headaches, it's more migraines, you get me? And just things like that, which is like very off-putting when you're a content creator. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, it's just the things like that that was stopping me from uploading. But I've done a lot of thinking, I've come back better and stronger. I thought, nah, you know what, I have to share it with the people them. That's why you're subscribed to me, you get me? So I feel as if I owe you lot like an explanation, because going for 2 weeks, depression or not, that's not an excuse, innit? You get me? But I just thought I would give you lot a bit more of an understanding of what I go through when it comes to depression. Obviously, I've spoken about depression before on my channel, but I thought this one would be more in depth, if that makes sense. So yeah, man, even in terms of like when I talk about like my habits, so when I talk about my habits in terms of depression anyway, like another thing, when I say that how I sleep, when I sleep I don't want to wake up, and there's days where I don't want to continue, it's that real. But I had to put myself in a mindset and say, nah, you know what, you're better than that. Get up. Don't sit there and feel sorry for yourself. I even put a post on Instagram the other day saying, rah, like, you get me? I know man suffers from depression and that, but I can't keep playing the blame game, because at the end of the day, there's people out there that suffer from depression too, or they have much more complicated, serious conditions than me, but they're still trying to make ends meet. They're still trying to make things work for themselves and for other people around them. You get me? So that's not an excuse, because there's people with amputated legs, for example, that flipping still do the very, like, the most they can do in the not the Olympics. What's the other one called? When like sometimes they can't compete with, like, do you know what I mean? So with things like that, you have to put that into consideration, because if they can do it, I can, innit? You get me? That's how I see things. And also, I want to touch on how for the past 2 weeks I've been feeling mad powerless. Like, do you know what I mean? And when I say powerless, I mean that in a sense where when you suffer from depression, yeah, you feel as if, like, how do I even explain it? You feel as if like you're slowing down and everything around you is just moving fast, just moving fast, just moving fast. You get me? And I just feel like, yeah, man, I just had to snap out of that mindset, because now that, you see, with me, I'm very good at taking accountability. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, when I was moving the way I was moving within this last 2 weeks, I was able to take that accountability and say to myself, nah, you know what, Whittle, you're better than this. You get me? It's that simple. You get me? Stop making excuses for yourself, because the people that are out there that make excuses for themselves, those are the people that don't get anywhere. You get me? Regardless of your situation, you always have to make ends meet and make things happen. Because at the end of the day, no one in this life owes you shit but yourself. It's up to you to want to make yourself proud, to make your family proud, most importantly, your siblings, your mother or your dad, whether you live with both parents, that's another thing. You get me? But for me personally, the goal out of all of this is like to move my mum out the hood. You get me? Because a lot of man, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with partying and that. You get me? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Because me, I like to party, I like to rave from time to time still. But I don't feel like certain things make sense. Like, why would you go to parties, yeah, when your bank account is not even saying much? You get me? Or not even that. Let me not even use that as an example. Whilst your mum's at home suffering, yeah, there's even this as well. I've seen certain men as well that have money, yeah, take care of gyal before their own mother. And I just think to myself, brother, is your mum not your number one priority? You get me? And a lot of the money that brothers are spending on gyal, it's not even their gyal. It's people that they will see at our club and that. Why do you think? That's why a lot of females think certain men are dumb, you know? They'll just come next to you, get a drink. By the time you turn your head, they're gone. They're probably going to tell their girls, go boops my man, because you get me. I just went over there, charmed him a little bit. He got man a drink. You get me? Obviously, you can spend on a female, and I'm not saying don't do that. But at the same time, it's how you do it. Do you know what I mean? Don't let no female come towards you and flirt with you a little bit and then say, get me a drink, and then you get it like a sucker, fam. You get it? That's not like respectable. People are not going to respect you that way. Me personally, that's how I feel anyway. You get me? But anyway, moving on back to the depression topic I'm talking about. Yeah, man, literally, I feel like depression, yeah, it makes you a stronger person when you can come out of the other, when you come out of the other side of it. Do you know what I mean? Because me personally, I remember having it in the early stages. Like, it was actually crazy. Like I said, like, you see how I'm going through things now when I could barely wake up and all of that. I was going through that then, but then it was worse than what it is now. I'm telling you, there was days where I didn't even want to be on earth anymore. That's how mad it got. You get me? But like I said, you can't sit there, you can't feel sorry for yourself. I know I keep reiterating that, but it's important for people to understand, because videos like this, that's what's going to help people think, rah, you know what, there's still hope. Let me keep pushing. Let me keep striving for greatness. Let me keep working on my aspirations and things like that. Because I'm not going to lie, even though I'm going through things as well, people can watch this too. And it could be a thing that they can relate to and be like, rah, you know what, I'm not the only one that's going through something similar. Do you know what I mean? Hence why a lot of people are subscribed to me. Put it this way, the way I see things is, because me, I watch a lot of YouTube, innit, in my spare time, innit? So the way I see things is what I would expect from other people within their channel is what I would then put into my channel. Do you know what I mean? Use that to my advantage. At the end of the day, that's what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just got to make things work. At the end of the day, nothing's easy. Everybody out here is suffering, innit? Whether you want to show it or not, that's another thing, innit? But everyone out here is suffering. Not a lot of people want to talk about their problems, but me, see me, I will always talk about my problems. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's another reason why man started YouTube, innit? Because I feel like this is very therapeutic for me, innit? You get me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, tell people that care. Because there's some people that would say they care, and then when you and them fall out, they will use it against you. Do you get what I mean? And then they'll go and tell other people, see, this is why X, Y, Z. Do you know what I mean? So tell people, but at the same time, be wary of be wary of the things you're telling certain people, innit? Because not everyone has your best interest at heart, innit? So yeah, man, that's literally it, man. And I just thought I would bring you lot this brief video. Obviously, I don't want to make the video too long and that. You get me? But yeah, man, I'm glad to be back, man. I'm glad to be fucking back. Do you know how good it feels to be on the camera again? It feels so good, man. Words can't explain how good I feel right now. Making my return back on YouTube, innit? You get me? And obviously, a lot of things are going to improve. So in terms, for example, a lot of my videos that I've been posting that is just showing this wardrobe here, yeah, it's not going to be like that. Now I'm going to be doing my thumbnails. I'm going to be putting better hashtags on my videos, improving on my camera quality, just things like that that are going to help my channel grow. Because at the end of the day, these things are the foundation. These are the fundamental things that are going to make you elevate. Everything at the end of the day is all about growth and progression. Without growth and progression, you can't elevate, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, before I go as well, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Also, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That helps alarm you with all the videos I have coming up. And yeah, man, other than that, it's been your boy Wits Capone. And I'm out.